Hello, Sia, Sveiki, Hola, Zdravo, Ciao, Bok everyone. We are very happy and proud to present the Sixth Hand Story, a story written by Erasmus partners from Hungary, Lithuania, Spain, North Macedonia, Italy and Croatia. We bring you the story of Peter, a young boy who learns about the world of finance from a young age. We hope you will follow us in the quest of financial literacy. Let's begin. His name is Peter, 14 years old, and lives in a house in a little town with his parents and his younger sister Sarah. In his blog about how to deal with pocket money and how to become a financial expert, he describes one event that taught him a lesson about saving money.
My story began on my 11th birthday. Until my 10th birthday, I hadn't really had an idea about money or how to deal with it. However, when I became older, my parents thought it was time for a change. So not only I received toys for my birthday, but I also received some money. My first stop was, I'll spend it all in a Lego store. My family was trying to convince me it was not a good idea, but I spent it anyway. Spent it all, had no more. From my 11th birthday on, I started to get pocket money once a week. I spent some on snacks, and at the end of the week I still had some money left. I made 2 boxes at home, one for my needs and one for my savings. As time passed, I realized it was a great idea. I could afford what I really needed, and I had savings as well. I developed a method, which I still use. This is a so-called 5-step method. Think, plan, calculate, collect, and buy. It really works, feel free to try it.
And Peter grew a little older. His parents were satisfied with his plan. His parents have always been supportive and taught him how to deal with money. And when he was 14, they offered him to find a summer job. Great idea, he thought. That way I could buy the mountain bike I want. So the summer holiday began and Peter found a part-time job in his town.
I felt good working and getting my own money, because from this moment I will be able to save it all and will not have to ask my parents for pocket money anymore. I saved my earned money for my new mountain bike. In the middle of the summer, my best friend invited me to his birthday party, so I planned to buy him a present. I decided to buy him a book, which he really wanted. I found that book on the internet. This was the first time I did an online purchase. With my mom's help, of course. Thanks, Mom. I gave him the present and he was really happy, because he was searching for this book, but it was sold out in all the bookstores. The party was great, and I met a girl. At the party we became good friends, and met a few times after that. In the end of the summer, I finally bought a new mountain bike, and also a present for my girlfriend. This time I could buy it online by myself. It was a cute teddy bear and a box of chocolates.
The last summer day was here, and Peter was ready to start high school. He was proud of himself. He learned to earn money, to manage his savings, and buy online himself. He also bought a new mountain bike and even had a girlfriend. The new school year started, and he thought that he should find a part-time job in the evenings, so he would be able to earn some money on his own and not ask his parents for pocket money so much. So I decided to ask his parents for some advice. That's great, Peter,
My mother said.
but first you must create your own CV.
What's that? My mother laughed and explained that CV is a piece of paper where you write your jobs you had, your skills, and your education. My parents helped me write it on an online webpage, Europass. And they also helped me look for a job. Their advice was to go to the place where I want to work and leave my CV there. So I did. I went to Miss Banks' bookstore with my CV and prepared for an interview.
His parents have taught him so much. They taught him to work, to help at home, to finish his homework on time, to study. And even now, being a grown-up, it's like an inbuilt habit. He always follows his schedule during the day and gets everything done at the right time. After graduating from college with great success, he was immediately employed in the chocolate factory in the administrative sector. Things were going great until that day when the manager of factory called him to go to his office.
My boss told me that the company is affected by the economic crisis. Some of us had to be fired. I was so disappointed. I left my office and went home. That night was the longest night for me ever. I knew that the next day my life would change. After some time, I decided to immediately look for another job. But it wasn't that easy. Unfortunately, all the answers were negative, and my girlfriend wasn't very understanding and supportive, and it made it so easy for me to end our relationship. I was extremely disappointed, even devastated by everything. This is the part of my life I do not like to look back on. One morning, just one phone call brought me back to life. I got the job offer. I was interviewed, did great, and got the job.
Since then, Peter has worked at the same factory. He was even promoted to manager. And now, he has a wife and a beautiful child. His life is beautiful. After the darkest period of his life, he came to the brightest spot he has long dreamed of. Persistent and courageous. It's never too late to start something new. Years have passed. Their child grew up, finished studies, and Peter and Corinne, after so many years of achievements and good career, started to think of a new change in their life. Retirement. Peter has only 1 year to go, but Corinne has a surprise for him.
My wife Corinne is going to finish up work before she's 62. How is that possible? We cannot afford that. Her pension will be much smaller. She tells me not to worry, and that she has a plan. We'll see what that plan is. Another surprise waited for me at the investment company, where I put my inheritance money. I expected to get a lifetime annuity as soon as I get my pension, but the capital was affected. They say that it can happen because I made a very high-risk investment. I was so angry to find myself in this situation, on the verge of the entire retirement. What a mess. How foolish I have been. But above all, how shallow, careless. I missed out checking my investments. I trusted the company, which was important. I'm so embarrassed. Luckily, my wife Corinne had a plan. She made herself a retirement fund in a low-risk investment plan. She said that we'll get added revenue to our basic pension and we will get monthly benefits. We can finally afford the holiday we've always wanted. So that worked out well after all.
Shall we give the young some advice? Guys, it's crucial to think about building your own arc, so that you can face the stages of life, considering the risks you might be exposed to.
Learn to make your own decisions in the future and build a route for a fair income.
Good luck
and goodbye.